What if one of the most influential faces in Chinese dramas is also the one you almost never see fighting for a trending hashtag? In today's entertainment landscape, hot searches are dominated by dating rumors, variety show conflicts, and red carpet controversies. Ren Jialun quietly chooses a different path. While other stars rely on relentless promotion, his projects speak for him. Both Burning Flames and The Demon Hunter's Romance have been selected by China's National Radio and Television Administration for collections of outstanding works, an achievement he reached without carpet bombing the internet with marketing. Overseas, his impact is just as visible. Historical Romance One and Only topped Netflix's Southeast Asia rankings for 2 consecutive weeks, sparking more than 2 million tweets from viewers begging for his character Zhou Shengzhen to come back to life. At Home, Under the Power still sits prominently on Youku's recommendation page years after its first broadcast. This quiet success has earned him a very specific industry label. His characters are more famous than his own name. Even if you don't immediately recognize Ren Jialun, you probably remember Lu Yuri from Under the Power, the stern official whose gaze alone can carry an entire romantic scene, or Zhou Shengzhen from One and Only, the tragic prince whose ending is so painful many fans say they can bear to rewatch. In an ecosystem that usually pushes stars to cultivate a loud, omnipresent persona, his drama-hot, actor low-key approach feels like an anomaly. Yet the market clearly believes in him. A 2023 commercial value list shows him holding around 15 brand endorsements, including a rare dual-line partnership with Swiss luxury house Chopard, covering both watches and jewelry, almost unheard of among actors of his generation. For advertisers, he represents something increasingly scarce: consistent reliability. Behind that reliability is a stubborn insistence on craft. During the shoot for Burning Flames, Ren Jialun reportedly spent 3 months cutting his body fat down to around 12%, then added an extra hour of core training after rap each day so that every fight scene would feel powerful but controlled. For The Demon Hunter's Romance, he challenges himself with a fantasy world full of demons and spirits, appearing with minimal makeup and using his original voice to preserve the character's rawness on screen. In Love and Crown, he plays 2 different roles in the same story, separating them not just through costumes but through micro-expressions, posture, and even subtle variations in vocal tone. Makeup artists reveal that he wrote detailed backstories for each persona and even requested different treatments for the dirt between their fingernails so the audience would unconsciously feel they were looking at 2 distinct lives rather than one actor in disguise. Away from the set, he applies the same seriousness to everything tied to his name. Under his birth name Ren Guochao, he released the EP 32, Stand, participating personally in lyric and melody creation. For New Year's Eve performances, he insists on singing and dancing live, even asking sound engineers to lower his in-ear monitor volume so he can hear the audience and adjust in real time, because, as he has said, once you lip-sync, people stop trusting you. Off-camera, he supports public welfare in a characteristically low-profile way, funding playgrounds and basic facilities for schools in remote Gizhou so children can have proper courts and classrooms, and recording detailed audio guides for visually impaired listeners at CCTV as if he were patiently explaining scenes to his own child. None of this is loudly promoted on social media. In an era obsessed with instant visibility, Ren Jialun has chosen the slower, harder route, not to dominate every headline, but to let each role quietly take root in the audience's memory. His career suggests a simple truth: traffic has an expiry date, but professional value grounded in real work only grows brighter with time. Thanks for watching Cbiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.